Picture this, a scrappy Silicon Valley outfit that started life in a modest garage in 1993, quietly churning out server motherboards and chassis, suddenly finds itself catapulted into the stratosphere as the world goes bonkers for anything labeled AI. That's Super Micro Computer Incorporated, NASDAQ, SMCI, for you. A company that's been around for more than 30 years, SMCI has experienced the kind of growth curve that makes even seasoned tech investors do double takes. But as any thrill-seeker knows, what goes up fast can face a hairpin turn. Last year's roadblocks, today's tariff tangles, and tomorrow's economic jitters leave even the most ardent SMCI bulls gripping their armrests. From garage startup to AI darling. The early days, 1993 to 2010. Super Micro Computer started in 1993, helmed by John J.Y.U., in a modest Silicon Valley workshop. For over a decade, SMCI built a solid reputation supplying high-performance motherboards, blade servers, and storage subsystems to niche markets like telecom, small data centers, and HPC, high-performance computing. Think of it as the neighborhood coffee shop that, while appreciated by aficionados, flew under the radar of the mainstream crowds. The AI Awakening, 2011, present. Fast forward to the early 2010s, machine learning researchers started demanding server racks stuffed with GPUs. SMCI, with its modular designs and knack for squeezing more processing power per rack unit, suddenly had the winning ticket. When the AI boom really took off, think chatbots that never sleep and recommendation engines that know you better than your best friend, SMCI's sales exploded. In 2024 alone, they shipped over 100,000 GPU-accelerated servers, a 66% surge year-to-date, cementing their role as the picks and shovels provider of the AI gold rush. Imagine SMCI as a specialty bakery that's been baking bread for decades, and then one day, the world develops an insatiable craving for sourdough. Overnight, everyone wants what you make, and in bulk. AI boom ignites the engines of growth. As AI morphed from a niche research tool into the backbone of everything from autonomous cars to language models, demand for specialized servers skyrocketed. SMCI's secret sauce. Ultra-dense GPU servers packing up to 96 NVIDIA B200 GPUs per rack, translating into cavernous compute power with minimal footprint, vital for data centers racing to slash energy and real estate costs. To give you a sense of scale, one of SMCI's top-of-the-line, Superblade, servers can host more GPUs than an arcade has Pac-Man machines, and chew through AI training tasks like a T-Rex devouring a Thanksgiving turkey. Investors loved it. From mid-2023 through mid-2024, SMCI's stock price more than doubled, turning early bulls into certified fanboys. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me, or hit the subscribe button and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. The tariff tango, importers scramble for bonded warehouses. Enter President Trump's tariffs on Chinese imports, a tax that's more sting than sting operation. Rather than cough up the dough immediately, companies began converting ordinary warehouses into bonded, aka tariff-deferred, facilities. What's a bonded warehouse, anyway? Picture Fort Knox for TVs, sneakers, and smartphone components. Goods sit behind layers of custom seals, guarded like crown jewels. No tariff is due until the merchandise exits that vault for sale. It's a clever workaround. Companies can stagger possible 30% plus tariff payments only when goods hit shelves, preserving cash during the limbo period of shifting trade policies. Over the past few months, importers have been queuing up with CBP, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, like fans outside a concert, battling 6-month backlogs just to get their bonded sticker on a warehouse. Rental rates in key hubs, Los Angeles, Chicago, Savannah, have soared by up to 50%, with some firms paying retrofitted facility premiums rivaling those of Manhattan real estate. Why should SMCI investors care? 2 words: component sourcing. SMCI relies on a global supply chain, including high-speed networking boards and custom heatsinks from Chinese factories. If tariffs or bond warehouse logistics choke off component flow, lead times could stretch from weeks to months, threatening SMCI's just-in-time assembly lines and, ultimately, revenue momentum. Inflation angst and fading optimism. You say we're transitory? We say, spiel it on your bumper sticker. While the Fed and White House dabble in wishful thinking, businesses are painting a gloomier picture. Recent surveys show a majority of business leaders now expect inflation to sneak higher this year, and sentiment indexes have soured accordingly. The data at a glance. Inflation expectations. CEOs and CFOs increasingly predict Consumer Price Index, CPI, prints north of 3% over the next 12 months, up from 2.5% at the start of the year. Economic confidence. Net optimism scores have slid into negative territory, marking the first time since mid-2023 that more companies feel storm clouds than sunny skies. Why the scare? Tariffs have imported higher input costs, tight labor markets are pushing wages up, and supply chain eccentricities, like those bonded warehouse bottlenecks, are trickling into price tags. Even the Fed's wait-and-see stance, while prudent, does little to allay fears of sticky inflation. For SMCI, rising costs mean compressed margins. If GPU prices jump and component freight surcharges escalate, SMCI may absorb some costs to stay competitive, shaving profitability. Capital expenditures. Expanding manufacturing capacity, including US-based assembly, to reduce China reliance could require heavy investment, which debt-averse investors might fret over. SMCI stock. G-force accelerations and sudden breaks. SMCI soared like a comet in early 2024, hitting all-time highs on back-to-back quarters of blockbuster AI server sales. Then, last year, bam, a short seller report shook confidence, an auditor resignation delayed the annual 10K filing, and caution took the wheel. The roadblock. Hindenburg Research Report, August 2024. Allegations of accounting irregularities and export control lapses sent traders scrambling for cover. Auditor resignation. With no signed-off financials, institutional buyers tapped the brakes, sending shares down 30% from peak to trough into early 2025. Mixed Q3 guidance. A conservative outlook for Q3 2025, citing cautious customer spending, knocked another 14% off the share price on a single trading day. Imagine SMCI's share price as a dragster that launched off the line in a cloud of smoke, only to encounter a gravel patch mid-track. Suddenly, the roar became a skid. Fear God, and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgment is come, and worship Him that made heaven, and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters. Revelation 14 verse 7. I appeal to you to fear God and obey His law. For His commandments are sure and His word everlasting. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful information. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Wait, watch and pray. See you in the next video according to God's will.